What's going on, everybody? Lincoln here with Brookside Landscape and Design. Come along with me on a journey as we transform this narrow, small backyard into a beautiful, usable paradise. Alright, so on this side of the driveway, we're just going to extend this plant bed. There was grass here. We ripped all that out, so this is going to turn into a planting bed. Side of the house here, you can see it's very narrow. I don't have a tape on me, but if I had to guess, that's probably maybe 3 feet. Off the driveway here, we're going to do some Belgard Plaza pavers, big 2 foot by 2 foot square slabs. We're going to do a path with some nice gravel down the side here, and then once we get over into here, we're going to kind of stair step over to this concrete pad. So you can kind of see there's not a huge space. Sometimes in these new housing developments, I'm kind of a little bit at awe of what some people are left with. But so we have this, fairly small, maybe 150 square foot what used to be lawn that we stripped out, and this is going to turn into an artificial turf area. This small, not ideal, and so we're just going to make this turf. They do have a dog, so the dog does need a place to come outside, run around, go to the bathroom, that kind of stuff, and so that's what this area is going to be. They've got a nice deck, so they don't need a ton of outdoor living kind of stuff like that. They've got that covered, so that's what's going on over here. We stripped out the sod. Fortunately, our sod cutter, a pass and a half in, threw a belt on us. We had to do most of this yard by hand. Luckily, we already had the side yard cut, or the backyard cut. Anyway, we got the sod all out, and so now we're just working on cleaning up the beds. Seth's doing a little exploration. He's exploring to see where this catch basin goes, because we're gonna do a gravel path through here, and this catch basin gotta go. So we're trying to figure out where it connects. I imagine it goes into that downspout somewhere, but we're just trying to figure out kind of where it connects and where it leaves, so that we can cut it out and patch it up and maybe put something else in. But anyway, alpine rockery on the hill, little dry creek bed kind of starting up where Rusty is right now, kind of down the hill, and then over here in the back on this incredibly steep slope. I mean, you can't really tell, so let me go down here. Way up there, we're gonna start treads, or not, we're not gonna start up there, we're gonna start down here. There's gonna be a set of stairs up there so that they can get back here and maintain their property line. And then over here on this hillside, we're going to do some boulder walls with about 5 or 6 big trees here to give them their decks right there. They have a neighbor right there. We're going to try to block off this so that they have a little bit more privacy. Working on this backyard where we're gonna put turf, and so we got Rusty and Seth back here kind of moving dirt. Unfortunately, the access is too narrow to get any machines in, so we have to excavate this whole backyard here by hand. We took it down probably 2 or 3 inches yesterday and had these piles, so they're loading out the piles by wheelbarrow and then using the mini track to load it into the truck. So to kind of solve this irrigation dilemma, because it's too many heads for too few zones, what I did is I went ahead and I cut out every head in the backyard, and you can see the pipe here that the builder just kind of ran through the gravel. Probably gonna have to dig that down also, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a green flag on the ground kind of right there by Rusty, and that shows me where the end of cut out all the heads in the backyard, and I capped this line. And now what I'm going through is all of these heads right there, there, and there. I'm taking these little plugs and I'm plugging the T's, this one, just plugging that T where the head was, so I don't have to cut out that T. And we're gonna convert the backyard and this bed into drip. So what was part of the front yard and the backyard lawn zone is now just exclusively drip. And then you can see 2 orange flags, which were the quote-unquote bed zones. I cut out all of the orange on this side of the driveway, and then on this side you can see we got orange flags all over the place and green flags all over the place. So on this side I'm going to cut out all the green flags because that was the front yard zone, and there's not going to be a lawn anymore, so no need to water grass. So we're going to cut out the green zones over here and then convert the orange zone into drip on this side. So we'll have drip for the beds that we put over here, and then drip over here, just converting everything to drip because they're getting turfed. No need to water anything other than plants. That's what I'm working on, and it's kind of fun coming into somebody else's irrigation job and kind of figuring out how they did it and mapping it out and all that kind of stuff. So beautiful day out here in just trying to work in the rain. We got a nice little lull for right now. Rusty and I are working on digging all this down and getting it ready for our base gravel. See on the driveway there, gonna have a row of plaza pavers through here. Unfortunately, this area is only about 3 feet wide, so Rusty and I are doing that. Seth is in the backyard here knocking this down. We got plaza pavers and turf coming around off of this little concrete step, and then around the corner, and then turf is going to be that way. So plaza pavers around, turf down that way. So we got to kind of dig this down. Hopefully that drainage there is low enough. I guess we'll find out. So, but yeah, digging in the mud.